Did you know that woodworkers in different countries make the same thing using different types of wood? It's not just about taste. It's a mix of cost, history, and the availability of different wood species. Today, we're going to look at how geography shapes the rules in the workshop. First, the biggest factor is availability. For example, in Canada, more than 50% of the forests are softwood. That's why Western red cedar became the standard there. Its density is only 350 kilograms per cubic meter, but it contains natural compounds that make it extremely durable, even outdoors. For Canadians, cedar isn't exotic, it's just a practical choice. Woodworkers there also use oak, walnut, pine, and maple. In Sweden, the situation is similar. Forests cover about 70% of the country, with 40% pine and 18% birch. That's what shaped the Scandinavian style. When you're surrounded by light-colored wood and get very little sunlight, the choice becomes obvious. Swedish woodworkers have mastered finishing light wood in a way that highlights its natural look. Practicality also plays a big role. For example, beech dominates German forests, making up about 16%. It's sensitive to moisture, but German craftsmen have learned how to properly dry and process it. That allows them to fully use this resource. They choose beech because it's available and wear-resistant, and they make it stable through engineering. If German craftsmen choose through practicality, Japanese craftsmen often choose based on tradition. Their choice is strongly influenced by history and culture. For centuries, certain wood species have been a core part of their culture and art. It almost feels like their connection to wood is built into their DNA. Japanese craftsmen often choose Hinoki cypress. Here, hardness matters less than stability after drying. Hinoki barely shrinks. That's critical for Japanese woodworkers who build furniture using complex joinery without nails or glue. They also use cedar, elm, paulownia, and ash. Now let's take a look at workshops in the United States. Black walnut makes up only about 1% of the forests, but it's strongly associated with premium quality and status. American woodworkers use it because the added value covers the cost. 8 out of 10 pieces in a craftsman's portfolio are made from walnut because few woods can match that rich chocolate color. But walnut is still a premium material in the US. Woodworkers there also use oak, maple, cherry, and pine, just like in other countries. In Ukraine, the situation is different. Even though walnut isn't as expensive as in the US, it's not used as often by local woodworkers. The clear favorite there is oak. It makes up about 25% of the hardwood forest resources. In that region, customers usually choose oak first, then ash, beech, and finally pine, because it's the most available. While working on this material, I realized that availability and price come first. Only after that come everything else: practicality, culture, and durability. What do you personally look at when choosing a board? Write in the comments. Let's compare approaches. Subscribe and keep your tools sharp.